Hello and welcome to Soul Babes Craft and Creations. I am Louise and today is Saturday the 5th of April, which means it's Resin Art Saturday. But first, quote of the day. And today's quote is, "If you're not brave, no one can be strong for you." Not sure how to answer that one. That's something I might have to ponder. But anyway, for now, it is Resin Art Saturday, and today I'm starting my Easter ideas. So I have to wait and see what I make and what I manage to achieve. So I will be changing the camera angle and I will see you on the other side. And welcome back, everybody. Now, this week my plan is to start doing some Easter ones. I've got this mould here, which is lots of little Easter eggs and baskets and bunnies, which I will use some mica powder and just put some designs inside there just to give it a bit of colour, and then use my white shimmer white mica powder in resin to fill them up. This is the set of colours that I'm going to be using, which is a magnetic pigment powder, metallic, and they're all sort of like shimmery types of colours. Focus. Come on, camera, focus. Can't seem to focus properly. Here we go. We've got a nice gold. We've got some like pinky. So we'll be using all these different colours. A nice silver grey and a green. So I'll be using all these colours, which I will brush on using my applicator brushes to make pretty patterns in. I also hope, if I have enough time and have enough resin, to do my snake pot mould that I got, and again, not entirely sure what colours I'm going to use, but I will probably brush the snake with some shiny metallic and then add some alcohol ink type to the egg, to the resin to add to make the egg. And then this one is a new mould that I got last week, which is what I call the Fabergé style, and my plan is to turn it inside out and again paint my mica powders or brush mica powders on there, and then make it up with a clear-ish coloured resin, probably blue, which is what my mum's favourite colour is, because this one is for my mum. So I'll probably use some blue resin. I shall use some gold resin in the lid, and then when I demould, I will then use some UV resin, and these are little gems, little Can't see whether you can see them very well, but yeah, the little acrylic gems, flat backed. I've got some blue and I've got some gold, or blue and yellow in that size, and then I've got some blue and yellow in the tiny size. I'm not sure which size I'll be using until I actually go to do that. After it demolds, I won't know what size until the demold, but that's the plan. Whether I manage to get them all done is a different matter, but whatever I don't get done this week, I will put on to next week, because these are for Easter. So I have a couple of weeks to get as many Easter ones done as possible. So with that all said, I'll now go and get suited and booted, and I will get on with making as many of these up as I can. So I will see you all in a bit. This is just a quick bit added into this video, purely because when I went to edit the whole of these and put all the bits together for the video, the bit with making decided to get corrupted. So this is just explanation that this bit is not there. So we'll now go straight on over to the demold. See you all in a bit. Hello everyone, and welcome back. Now, as you can see, I have not got all of the things that I was planning on doing. I didn't finish everything, so the Fabergé, one that I call a Fabergé, will be done next week. I ran out of time, so I thought, no, I will just get these ones done, demold them, and then that will be it, done and dusted for this week. So let's get on with the demold. Right, I am going to start with the little Easter eggs. Haven't yet decided what I plan on doing with these. I might turn them into magnets. So we'll start with this one. There we go. This light is not doing it justice. Let's see if the light on the camera makes a difference to it. And I'll turn this light off. It's sort of not quite as orangey brown as that, but more red than that. But there we go, that's one. And let's do the next. Let's move the snake pot out of the way a second. So we got this one. Now this, it looks more chocolate brown than that one is showing. And that one's showing more blue than it is, but it's more green than that. I think I'll probably will be turning these into magnets, like I did with the letters last week. But it will be something I will do at a later date. Right, that is supposed to be gold, but it's a bit shiny. It's reflecting too much the light. And then we've got a pink one. Go. And finally, this one is sort of like a grey silver. Alright, that's that first layer. Right, let's go to the next layer. This was gold with a silver crack. And then this was the green basket of eggs. And then this was supposed to have been 2 different colours. It ended up mixing to get the 2 colours. It was supposed to be a red with pink. But never mind. It's not too bad. And then we've got a silver with gold. And again, the more chocolate brown. And then that's done it a bit better. So it's red with pink. It was supposed to be the opposites on the other one. It ended up being all red. The red overpowered the pink. Never mind. Right, now we're down to the bunnies. So this one should be just a white bunny. And what I might do is I might use some metallic pens to put highlights on things. I don't know on that one. I haven't yet decided what I'm doing. Then we got, this is supposed to be white and gold, so I was hoping the gold might sort of seep through, but it didn't. There we go. And then these are all gold. So we got one and one. And finally, another one. There we go. So there we go. Again, a couple of little bits like I had last week with the repurpose it. So no little resin bits go to waste. They get repurposed somewhere along the lines. So there we go. That's that one. Right. Now let's do the snake pot mould. We'll start with the pot. Now, I don't know how easy this is going to be to get into. So I haven't pre-prepared myself by getting my little spray bottle. I've managed to find a spray bottle. It was a suggestion on a previous video by somebody. I'm pretty certain it was Lisa from Ladybird Loves. Made the suggestion of using some spray of soapy water down the side of the inside of the mould when I go to demould, so that it's a little bit easier. But thankfully this is not too thick a silicone, so I can get it. There we go. Mould is nice and clean. And ready for next time. So there we go, that's the bottom of the snake. So air bubbles. So I managed to get away. Yeah, managed to get with the squidgies. Managed to get into all the little nooks and crannies of the bottom of the snake. So that the bottom's going to need a little bit of deburring, but I will do that off camera. Right, and then this is the lid. Can I get an edge in? Once I get the edge, it's fine. Just takes a little bit of manipulation. Oh, missed a few little air bubbles under the lip. I was worried that I'd probably end up doing that, but I will fix that by using a little bit of UV resin. I can do that. Again, I'll do it off camera. Again, nice clean mould otherwise. And there we go, there's our snake top. And there's the green, continuing the green and pink markings up the side. We've now put the lid on it. Again, need to do a little bit of deburring. I'm dealing with that sharp edge. Go in. There we go. A little bit of manipulation. It's going to need a little bit of dealing with the little bits that I missed under the thing there. But there we go. There we have a snake wrapped round an egg. And this will be going to my mum as well. Seem to be doing a lot of things for my mum, but there again, it is coming up for her birthday, and we also have with Mother's Day and Easter all very quickly approaching. I like to make things for my mum, but I like to make things for all my family. But as most of the other birthdays are sort of after my mum's, I tend to make for my mum first. There we go. Right. That's the ones for this week. So with that all being done and everything being said, thank you for watching. Please remember to like, comment, share and subscribe. Love and kindness to everyone. Bye for now, and I'll see you all soon.